What is happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the vlog. Today's video is a highly requested one. How much did it cost me to build the F30? I do want to preface this video with a little bit of transparency and let you guys know that obviously this car is sponsored, so I didn't pay the price that you're going to see on here. I'm going to do a full breakdown and tell you what everything costs if you were to spec out the F30 the exact way that mine is spec'd out. But obviously I have a lot of sponsors on board because I make content with the YouTube channel and Instagram and everything like that. And so I don't pay full price for all of these modifications, and sometimes they're even free. I do feel like that is an important note to put in here because I just want to be straight up with you guys. And I don't want you to think that I actually paid the amount that you're about to see when in fact I didn't. So really that is the power of creating content and having a YouTube channel, and you won't have to pay as much or sometimes at all for the products in order to make the content on those products for the companies that you're representing. Anyways, I don't want to shoot this video in my apartment. I want to show you the car and go through everything with you guys. Full price breakdown and the total that you would spend if you were paying MSRP on all of these parts for my exact F30. Also, you guys, I just created a Facebook page. Make sure you go ahead and like and follow my Facebook page. I'm gonna be putting a bunch of content on here, so go check me out on Facebook if you are a Facebooker and that is your thing. No, this is not the car that we were making the video on today. I'm gonna grab something out of this garage, but say hi to the baby. Hello, beautiful. Alright guys, so if you are new here and you don't know much about this car, it is a 2013 F30 BMW 328i with the N20 engine. And when I first bought this car, I actually was not planning on modifying it at all. It was just my daily driver and I wanted something luxurious and comfortable to drive around. But as the years went on, I knew I wanted to start a YouTube channel and I decided to make this car the project. I know that a lot of people hate on the 320s and 328i's, but I figured there would be some kind of audience out there that would be interested in watching my content of me modifying my 328i, and it turns out there was a couple of you guys. Now, while the N20 may not be the M55, B48, or B58, there were still some things on this channel that 335 and 340 owners could benefit from exterior-wise or suspension-wise or wheels, whatever it might be. So that was kind of why I decided to start modifying this car. With that being said, let's start the price breakdown, you guys. The reason you are all here, how much would it cost if you were to modify an F30 exactly the way that I spec'd out mine? All right, guys, so we're just gonna go down the list. This is in no particular order. The first modification that is gonna start this list is the GTS style hood. This hood goes for about $500 on eBay, and if you guys are ever wondering where to find any of these parts, I link them all down in my description. But yes, this hood is about $500 on eBay. Now, my entire car is wrapped, so we actually wrapped the hood. It's not painted, but it is a very good looking hood for $500. The fitment is solid, and it also comes with this sweet little grill insert up top. It just looks way more aggressive than the stock hood. Second on the list is the JHP forged carbon fiber P-style lip. This lip in particular will run you about $450. It is absolutely gorgeous. I really do like this lip. Fitment is amazing. JHP is well known for their carbon fiber products, and everything that I've heard about their products, the fitment is fantastic and the quality is excellent. Third thing on the list would be the carbon fiber side skirt extensions. They are very, very subtle. They're just a normal 2x2 weave carbon fiber side skirt extensions, and for those they cost about $250. Next thing on the list, we're talking about the carbon fiber rear diffuser. Now this is from Keys Motorsports, and this rear diffuser in particular is going to cost you about $800. There's a few different styles you can get. You can get the dry carbon or the normal carbon, and that will vastly change the amount that you'll end up paying. But it is a very good looking rear diffuser, fits incredibly well, and the carbon fiber looks really good. Next we have the carbon fiber rear splitters. These These are $300. Carbon fiber quality is very good, fitment is solid, and they look nice. As you guys can tell, this car has the entire M Sport kit. It is originally a Sport line, so I had to change the entire car over to the M Sport, and that kit will run you about $1,400, not painted. So I didn't include the paint price just because that can vary quite a bit. You could probably expect to pay about, I don't know, $1,000 to paint the entire kit, somewhere right around there. But as you guys know, the M Sport kit looks just phenomenal on these cars. The car with the baseline bumper and side skirts and rear bumper just doesn't really look that great, in my opinion. So this was definitely one of the first things I did, is I switched everything over to the M Sport kit. I absolutely love it. Adding to the carbon fiber, we have the carbon fiber shark fin. This little guy is 90 bucks. Next on the list is the Sabon CSL style carbon fiber trunk. This entire trunk is in fact carbon fiber. We did wrap the top and behind the license plate there, just so only these parts in the back were exposed carbon, but it looks really, really good. I will say it is not easy to install, but once you get it dialed in, it looks fantastic. This trunk will run you about $900 from Sabon. Next up, Niche Gamma 191s in the bronze, and these are 19 by 8.5 in the front, 19 by 9.5 in the back, and then we have the Hankook Ventus V12s for tires on them. I got all of this as a wheel and tire package, and that will cost you about $2,000 for the set with the tires. Next up, AWE S-Flow carbon fiber intake. This intake is absolutely beautiful. It sounds really good, very easy to install, and it will run you $1,000. Next on the list, the entire car is wrapped in KPMF red black iridescent. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love this color. It flips from a dark red wine to a bronze to a gold. It really, really is a beautiful color. The roof is wrapped in S-Tech black, which is a gloss black, but also acts as a PPF. And then the entire car, including the wheels, brake hats, everything is ceramic coated with 3 coats. We have 2 base layer ceramic coats and a top layer coat on it, and it looks so wet. It looks basically like paint. That entire package will run you about $4,500 to do that to your entire car. So to change the color completely, get the wrap, the materials, the labor, everything is about $4,500 with the ceramic coating included. Next we have the AWE tuning exhaust. This is an awesome exhaust. It sounds really, really good on these cars. And this exhaust will run you about $1,000 for the 328. Gloss black kidney grills, you gotta have them. 100 bucks. 100 bucks for these gloss black kidney grills. I think they look really good. This car suspension is sitting on springs, H&R Super Sports. I really do like these springs. For the cost, they are fantastic. The shocks are stock, so I'm running the stock shocks, and the springs will cost you about $300. Drop looks great though. Next up, Evolution Raceworks charge pipe. Yes, the ER charge pipe. This will run you $350. Next one, CSF front mount intercooler. I chose the black. They also have the aluminum color, or silver if you will, but I really wanted an under the radar kind of low key front mount intercooler, so I went black. That intercooler is going to cost you about $600. This one's going to be hard to point out, but there's an MST turbo inlet pipe right in there. It goes from your intake into your turbo, and that little pipe is about $220. The reason that you want to do that is because the stock ones are made of plastic and they're prone to cracking. I definitely recommend getting a upgraded inlet pipe. This one, the MST, runs for $220. Right next to it right there is the Go Fast Bits diverter valve, and that will run you $140. Next we have the LCI taillights. Yes, they're so gorgeous. These are made by Depot. The LCI taillights look way better. They are all LED versus the halogens that come in the stock pre-LCI models, and these will run you $335 when they are in stock. They're kind of hard to get a hold of, but they are just a huge addition to the rear end of these cars. All right, next one is the upgraded Bimmercode Vivid iDrive screen. I upgraded to the bigger one. The one that came stock in this car was very small and it looked very ugly. It had plastic all around it. This is just an upgraded screen. Looks a lot nicer, and this will run you $600. Next we have the backup camera. Yes, this car in fact did not come with a backup camera. I upgraded to the backup camera by Bimmercode. This will cost you $700. Next we have the M Sport steering wheel. This car came with the base steering wheel. The M Sport looks much better. And I also have the F80 M3 paddles. So these paddles are a little bit different than the usual F30 M Sport has. These are in fact the M3 paddles. The most expensive part of this steering wheel is the airbag, but you can generally expect to pay about $1,200 to $1,500 for this entire setup. On the interior, we also have the carbon fiber interior trim. So this entire trim set comes with the top piece, this centerpiece down here, this guy right here, all of the door handles, and then also the two little vents on each side. It is in fact real carbon fiber, and this entire kit will cost you $600. Next up, I have the Sequence cross-drilled and slotted rotors with ceramic pads. That entire kit is gonna cost you about $400. They are fantastic brakes, and we also actually ceramic coated the hats. And you can tell they're super clean, they stay clean, but these are basically brand new. I've hardly even used these yet. But yeah, that entire kit for the entire car is about $400. Heading back into the engine bay, we have the Ultra Racing strut bar. Now this strut bar actually comes in white. I wasn't really feeling the white, so I had it painted in black, but this strut bar will run you about $200. To tie into our front forged carbon fiber lip, we have the forged carbon fiber mirror caps. These mirror caps are going to run you about $300. This next one is going to be very hard to show you guys. There is a Evolution Raceworks catted downpipe, essentially just called a Sport Cat. It is hidden down there, you're just going to have to take my word for it, but that will run you $900 for the catted one. So this modification is a little bit different, but I actually have the F80 M3 control arms on this car, just the front upper control arms. They make a huge difference in the way that this car handles, and if you decide to do that retrofit, it'll cost you about $300. Lastly, on this car, I have the boot mode stage 2 tune. Now I have the OTS map bundle, so I can have multiple maps and decide which map I want to use, but that entire bundle will cost you about $645. Boot mode is a fantastic tuning option for these cars, and if you guys are in fact looking for a tuning platform for your car, you should check out Pro Tuning Freak's Boot Mode. All right. So that is pretty much everything. You'll notice that I didn't really throw in a lot of like the miscellaneous lights. Like this car has all LEDs in it, the LED fog lights, the LED reverse lights, the LED license plate lights, the upgraded xenon headlights. I didn't really include those because those are kind of miscellaneous and they're not really considered part of the build, I guess you could say. If you really wanted to add those on, I would probably just tack on like an extra $300. But if we rack up all of those modifications that you just heard here today, and you were to pay MSRP for all of those modifications, you are roughly spending $21,000. 21K, it's a lot. It's a lot of money. So I bought this car about 5 years ago for $24,000 when it had 24,000 miles on it. Honestly, today, without any of the modifications, just totally stock, this car's probably worth about $14,000, $15,000. And that's obviously with the mileage that I have on it and completely stock. If someone really wanted to, they could buy the car for that much and then go ahead and sell the parts. I would say that you'd probably get half for what you would pay new for the parts, so probably $10,000, $13,000, somewhere $1,000 if you were to just sell the parts off of this car and return it to stock. The reason why me selling this car and having the parts on it is actually valuable is because I'm including the stock parts. So if someone wanted to go ahead and buy this car for say $20,000 and then take off all of the parts that I put on all of the stock parts, they could actually sell those aftermarket parts and probably make a profit. You could then turn around and sell this car stock for about $13,000, $14,000. So obviously a lot of you guys are gonna ask, is it really worth it to modify a 328i? It just depends on what your goals are. For me personally, this is primarily to make content and show you guys what is actually available for these cars and what kind of potential they actually have. That was primarily the focus of me tuning and modifying this car for you guys. In addition to that, it's been a lot of fun. I just enjoy building cars. It doesn't really matter how powerful or which model car it is. I really just enjoy the process of making these videos, putting parts on the cars, showing the difference, and getting to build relationships throughout that entire process. Some of you may not totally understand that, and that's totally fine. But my purpose for this channel and building this car is entirely different than what some of you may think. So some of you guys may be coming out of pocket 100% to pay for the mods on your car. In that case, maybe it's not worth it. Maybe it's not worth it to you. It just depends on who you are and what you're doing. I don't expect every person watching this channel to do every single thing that I've done to my car, but I wanted to cover a wide spectrum of modifications, just in case some of the people on here wanted to do a few of the things that I've done to my car, and maybe a select group of other people wanted to do other things that I showcased on this channel. It's important, obviously, with this kind of content to resonate with as many people as possible, and you're never gonna make everyone happy, and I'm fully aware of that. But this build in general has been such a fun process, and I've really enjoyed building this car. As long as you're enjoying the process, that's really all that matters. You do what you want, don't worry about what other people think. Even if you have a 320 or a 328i, just build the car that you want to build and enjoy doing it along the way. Anyways guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this one. I had so many people asking me how much money I spent on this car.
How much money, bro?
Well, now you know. If you were to build this car exactly how I built this car and pay MSRP, it would be about $21,000 on top of whatever you paid for the actual car itself. All right guys, that is it for today's video. Please do subscribe, comment down below, like this video, hit that bell notification, get ready for the new car. It's coming soon. And just like that, this video is over and I'm out. Peace.